Welcome back to another video on the Magic Alon channel. Hello everybody, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Alon. I'm a magician, mentalist, community owner, and recently a magic reviewer on YouTube. And I'm so excited because today Murphy's has sent me Prophekey by Fowler and Murphy's Studio, and I'm so excited to give you guys a review on this trick because I think it's pretty cool. This review is always based on my full experience of actually going out and performing this. See, when I do my reviews, the reason it takes me some time after the trick is released to put them out is because that I go out before them and I see exactly how it plays in the real world and see whether I believe it works or not. And that is something that is really important to me because I don't see that a lot in reviewers. They often get something and then they just review it straight away without even trying it out. So hence, I'm gonna give you my raw, unfiltered opinion, and I'm super excited. So without further ado, I'd love to tell you about Prophekey. Well, what is Prophekey? Prophekey is an incredible mentalism reveal with a playing card. That's really it. It's just a reveal. Essentially, you force a card or you make a spectator choose a certain card and then you reveal it with the keys. But the reveal is definitely something visual and unique and special. This reveal I've never seen done before. On the keys themselves, as you're seeing on my screen right now, when you put the two keys together, they will reveal on the key itself a playing card reveal. So this instantly ticks off the box for an EDC trick because all you need to do is carry a set of two keys or more, which we'll talk about later, and you are ready to go. Why? Because you don't even need a deck of cards for this, but we'll explain this very soon. Essentially, you get a website that comes with this trick, and this website is so cool because you can do it on the spectator's phone. You have them go on this website, and later on in this video, I'm gonna have Javier from the tutorial explain a little bit some justification for using this website, which I found pretty interesting. And essentially, it's a random card generator, and your spectators on their phone can click generate card and it will genuinely generate random cards until whenever you want, you can make your force card, which in this case is the 7 of diamonds, appear right now. And that's it. Just like that, I've forced the 7 of diamonds. Or you can also force another card, the 4 hearts, because in fact, you get 2 reveals. And again, I'll show you this right now because let's unbox the box. Now, I hate to say this, we'll do the negatives later, but the one negative, unfortunately, I have with Murphy's packaging is the fact that it's impossible to open. But I think once you start to open it more and more, the first time is really hard, but then it becomes a little easier to actually open up. But I do love the minimalism and beauty of the packaging. It's just incredible. So what do we have inside? I can show you this because essentially all you get is these keys. It would also be nice if a keyring is provided because in the tutorial they explain the different ones you can get. But luckily I had one around like this, which is a really nice keyring. I'll show you with the keys in a second, which I can easily take off the keys on and off. But you don't really need a keyring at all. All you need are the keys. That's just an optional thing to make it easier to carry. But essentially you're getting a set of free silver keys and a set of free brass keys. Why are you getting 3 of each? 6 keys? Wow. Well, the first set of keys you're gonna get is these. These are uncut keys, as you can see right here. These are gonna be used in a certain part of the trick if you wish to do so. Me, personally, I will not be using these. I don't think they're necessary, but I think if you're more into a magic-related performance rather than a mentalism piece, you can use these and actually do a nice transformation act, putting the reveal into these uncut keys, which is pretty cool that they supply you with these anyway. So well done, Murphy's. And then you're gonna get your main keys. So actually you're gonna get 2 sets of 2 different reveals. One for the 4 hearts and the 7 of diamonds. And just to give you an idea of how it looks like, when you bring the 2 keys together, the 4 hearts just like this, you'll notice just like that, the 4 of hearts right in between the 2 keys revealed, and it looks just as good with the 7 of diamonds when I bring it up like this. That is incredible. I mean, just instantly looking at this is such a cool way to reveal because if you think about it, keys look like this. It's completely natural because every single key has a different cut to it. So this is completely natural for a key to look like this, especially with the 4 of hearts. I mean, you've got these linear ones, these more triangular ones, so it's completely natural and normal looking. It really is like a normal key. And you just pop this onto a keychain if you want, a key ring, and then that's it. You put this in your pocket, you're ready to go. Let's talk about the tutorial. The tutorial is 51 minutes and you are getting the incredible Javier Meyer as usual with Murphy Studios. Very well shot in a black and white environment. Javier is there and explains to you, although it's 51 minutes, you can watch it at double the speed or skip a few parts because it is really well structured and the main routine is explained in the first few minutes, so it's all good. Because essentially you're gonna start with learning the history of how Fowler actually created it. I really like that they show the prototypes and the drawings that Paul actually made made when he was coming up with the idea of the trick, which is pretty cool. You're also going to get information on how you can carry the keys on the key ring, whether you put it in your pocket, how do you want to do it, how do you introduce it. You're going to get all the information on how to operate the site, how to know exactly when to force the cards you want, and all the information on that. You're also going to get different alternatives of how to do this without a deck of cards, but instead of, you can still use your phone, but what if you don't have Wi-Fi or a signal present? So that was really nice. You're also going to be told how you can perform this little EDC trick that I thought was only for close-up, actually on a parlor or stage setting, which we'll talk about later in more detail. Very cool. And then you're going to get a few ideas on how you can force the cards with actually physical playing cards, which is also very nice. As always with Murphy Studios, you're also getting full performances of the trick, around 6 minutes of Paul and Javier doing it in different environments and different settings to give you a perfect idea of how you can perform it and inspire your creativity for your presentation. And I've never seen this done before, actually. Murphy's has actually put this tutorial in 4 other languages. Aside from English, you can watch the tutorial in French, German, Spanish, or Japanese. And they dubbed it like really well with Javier's literal mouth, probably using some AI, so that was really, really cool to see. If you speak any of those languages, you can watch the tutorial in another language. So how's the examinability of these keys? First of all, you can hand out these keys before and after to examine. There's nothing to find because these are normal keys, what's literally absolutely normal keys, except they just have this special gimmick cut to it, which is really cool. I wouldn't hand it out to one specific person, both keys at a time, because there is some chance that they will find this reveal, though it's unlikely, there is a chance. I would give it to one spectator, one key, and another key to another spectator. They check it out before and everything is good, then you do the reveal magic. Or of course, after you do it, after you reveal it, you can give out the keys and everything is absolutely examinable. There's nothing to find. In terms of the examinability of the website, there's also nothing to find. This can be done on the spectator's phone. They will not find anything because the way you force it is very special, very unique, that only you as a magician will know. They can keep looking, there's nothing gonna find because literally when they generate the card, it will switch to a random card every single time. How about the parlor and stage version of this trick? Now, I find it interesting because this is something really cool, and if done right, it can be very, very visual. But essentially, this would only work in a dark stage setting where you can do a shadow effect with the keys where you put it on your hand, then you have a big light and a dark wall, and you would shine it, and imagine on the wall you would have a shadow of the 7 of diamonds revealed through the keys on a big wall on stage, and everybody would see it. Now again, this would require you to have a darker setting, but if done right, this could be a beautiful piece in your stage or parlor act. Now, just a bit of information on the website itself. I'm now going to play a quick clip from the tutorial of Javier explaining and justifying the website, because I think this is going to be interesting for you guys watching, how and why you could justify it and why it's not a problem. So here you go, Javier.
I want to talk about how Paul goes about bringing up this website. A lot of the times people will ask him like, oh, can you show me something? Can you show me this? Or can you show me that? And he just pretends he has nothing on him. So you'll visually see him change his demeanor to almost tell the audience or the people he's hanging out with through his emotion or his facial expressions that he actually has nothing on him. He starts then going into his pocket. Oh, I don't really have any cards on me. And it's almost as if the idea pops into his mind as he's searching for, oh, actually, I heard about this website that can generate random cards rather than you having to pick it. And then he pretends to struggle in finding the name of that.
Thank you so much, Javier. I appreciate that. Now, regarding this is again done on the spectator's phone. And exactly, it doesn't need Wi-Fi. They teach you how you can do it with a situation where you don't have Wi-Fi or a signal. Now, I did find it a little annoying. They actually refer not to ways that you can do it with what you get. It's to other tricks that you can use. For example, Jeff Brace's random card generator, which is, by the way, an incredible product in itself, but they just reference it. They also reference Michael O'Brien's Final Destination, which is iOS only, so you can use that to force the card. But essentially at that point, you can use so many things like digital force pag and so many other ways to force it if you just want to use your phone. But at that point, you might as well just use a deck of cards and force it simply. Because again, this is just a reveal of a playing card. So what are the positives of this trick? This is being done on the spectator's hands. This is as good as magic you want it to be up close. Any magic that's done in the spectator's hand, I'm a firm believer that it is much more powerful when they're holding it. It's happening in their hands. The magic is right in front of them. and that makes it so much more beautiful. It is also an EDC. It is so easy to carry with you. You just put this in your pocket and you're ready to go for about 3 to 4 minute incredible piece of magic. Also, this is quite an easy trick. As long as you can hold keys in your hand just like this, which is obviously very simple to do, and you can press a few buttons on a website, the website does it all for you. And even with a deck of cards, you can easily force it. There's so many forces available, especially on YouTube, for you to learn. And what is super cool also is this is a repeatable trick, because you get 2 sets. You get the 4 of hearts reveal and the 7 of diamonds reveal. If you wish to, they explain why you might want to repeat it. You can repeat the trick to other groups of people if they ask you to do the same trick again, or you want to do it another time, or if you're performing in a walk around situation where you do it to different groups and you don't want someone to think that, oh, it's the 7 of diamonds and then they got the 7 of diamonds. You can do the 7 of diamonds, the 4 of hearts, and everything is done and solid with that. What are the negatives? There aren't many negatives. I only have one small negative to mention, and I think it's not a big one at all, but it is just a card reveal, and it is what it is at the end of the day. There's so many card reveals out there. You can reveal cards in so many ways. You can use an invisible deck, you can do so many things, but this is, I think, just special and so much more unique. It's so organic to carry around. Everybody has a set of keys, and just by doing this, it feels a little bit more special. But yes, it is just another reveal, so I think if you do it into a bigger routine, it will be so much more special. The way I personally plan to do it is actually use both sets of keys in one act, the 7 of diamonds and the 4 of hearts, where I first do the 7 of diamonds, then I'm gonna force it, show the 7 of diamonds revealed, and then I'm saying, ha, but actually, did you know if you take a lighter, and then I'm gonna take a lighter, and I'm actually able to demonstrate it just like this. I'm gonna take the keys, take a lighter, light it up a little, and explain to them if they just heat up the keys, put it in their hands, twist it like the liquid fork style of routine, and then I'm even gonna use my Joe Miranda smoke device to have it smoke up, which is cool, by the way, review of that coming next week, and then show them that it turns into another card. And that way you can build into a bigger reveal, a bigger routine, something more magical, something more special. I think that will make it just a little bit more cool, but that's up to you. But it is just a reveal at the end of the day. And finally, is it worth it, and how much does it cost? This trick retails at $35. I think this is the perfect price range for a trick like this. You are not only getting 2 keys, you're getting 6 different keys. These are metal, high quality keys that will last you forever. I mean, this will literally never die unless you burn it or break it somehow, which is really impossible. So it is a really good price for its money. It is a card reveal, but for $35, this is really strong. As I said, if you build it into a nice routine, it is worth every single penny. Without further ado, I hope you enjoyed this review. This is such a solid, cool routine. Prophekey is amazing. Fowler did an incredible job. Murphy Studio did an incredible job of putting this all together. I appreciate you so much if you have stayed till the end of this video. I'm trying to put out reviews as much as I can, hopefully weekly, every single week. It is hard work, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a comment down below if you did and what you think about Prophekey. Also, if you could leave a like and subscribe to this channel and turn on all your notifications, because it means so much. I've got so many reviews, and as I said, I have performed Prophekey already, and it has gotten me some great reactions. I only review based on what I've done, and so far, it hasn't failed me. I just put in my keys and I'm good to go. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have been amazing, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.